This is Devon Philips and has a woman beater.
Oh my god. You just fucking choked me. I'm calling the cops.
Put your fucking hands on me like a ballsy bitch!
Wait,
you got some nuts? Bring it, bitch!
Get out of my fucking
Touch me, literally touch me all. I just some bangs or something.
I love my forehead.
That shit's huge. You got a 6 head, fuck.
I love the way I look.
Take this.
Damn, yo. Fuck this bitch. She wants to sit here and be on my face and shit. We were here first.
You got in my face. Okay, I only have a minute, so I'm gonna talk kind of fast. Might have to make a part 2. But, so, yes, I did go to jail. I had 2 misdemeanors and a felony. I was in there for 3 days. They put me on suicide watch, and they threw me in there completely naked. Like, I literally didn't get to call anybody for the first 30 hours. I didn't get my meds. They took my meds from me, and I have severe anxiety, so, like, it was really terrible to be trapped in there. And when I finally got out, I went to go pick up my stuff, and that's when Devon's girlfriend pulled the knife on me, and all that stuff happened again. But all my charges are dropped. My parents are talking to attorneys right now to try and figure out what we can do about him, and we're definitely going to be pressing charges and getting a restraining order. No, he was not my boyfriend. He was just a roommate. I met him like 3 weeks ago, and I'll tell the story in the part 2. Okay, part 2. I'm probably gonna have to make a part 3 because it's kind of a long story, but so the night that everything happened, I got home from work around like 12:30. I work 2 jobs, 6 days a week. I'm always busy, and so just coming home to a messy house was really stressful for me. 4 days in a row, I did the dishes, I cleaned the apartment and everything, and they don't really have anything. They don't have dishes, they don't have anything to like cook with. And so I told them that they could use my stuff as long as, like, you know, they're cleaning it up and respecting my stuff, and they weren't. So I would write notes because I work all the time, and his girlfriend would be replying to my notes. She would write back, and she would be like face-to-face confrontation, and she would come back really like passive aggressive when I would write a note about the dishes, or like asking them to do them, asking them to pick up a little bit, or at least just rinse them and put them in the sink. So that night between like 1 and 1:30, they were in the living room just being super loud. Like, I didn't even know what they were doing. And so I came out and I was like, hey guys, I work at 10:30 in the morning. So if you guys could just like quiet down a little bit, that would be really awesome. And I would appreciate it. And they said, yeah, no problem. So I went back into my room. And then about 10 minutes later, poop and the note that said dishwasher clean and dishwasher dirty was thrown underneath my door. And so I came out and I was like, what is this? Like, this is disgusting. I've just been asking you guys if you could please do the dishes because I don't like to come home to a dirty house and I work all the time. And it started getting really hyphy. Devon started yelling and getting in my face, and I felt very intimidated because he's bigger than me. And so I shoved him out of my face, and that's when he came out of the room, out of the views of his girlfriend's video, and choked me. And I'm gonna have to make a part 4. So after that, the cops came, and they didn't arrest him because the only witness was his girlfriend, and she was sitting on the bed and taking a video. And when he was strangling me, he came outside of the room, and so it wasn't on video, and they both lied and said that he didn't strangle me. And so the cops left, and me and my roommates, not them, they were in their room. We were hanging out in the living room, trying to calm down. I called out of work, and then he texted my phone, and he said, cry about it. And that's when he came out and started getting in my face again, threatened to put me in an ambulance, kept picking up a chair like he was going to hit me with it. And he was just being really scary. We both threw cans at each other, but his girlfriend again lied, and that's what I was arrested for. But all charges were dropped because we found the video of him throwing the can. Okay, so I've been seeing a lot of people thinking that me and Devon were together. No, never. I was living in the apartment, and 13th and Olive does random roommates, and so he got placed in the apartment, and I knew him about 2 weeks before all of that happened. Nothing ever happened between us I would never know. He was literally just a roommate.